his time was over. They said he was too old to dance on the global stage. But destiny didn't listen. What is up, Niba United FC family? Hold on to your seats, because the 2026 World Cup is a Manchester United takeover.
Yes!
13 of our current Red Devils have officially invaded 10 different national teams. We are talking about Lisandro Martínez defending the crown, Mainoo and Rashford cooking for England, and Casemiro bossing Brazil. But standing right there in the heart of the Portuguese squad is our eternal number 7. Cristiano Ronaldo. Safe tournament previews are boring. We do brutal honesty here. Today, we are ranking every single United Nation into 3 merciless tiers, no chance dangerous spoilers, and ultimate contenders. We are asking one cold question: will they win the World Cup? Or not? But let me warn you right now, this World Cup moves fast. If you are relying on standard, generic sports media, you are going to miss the real tactical shifts, the dressing room drama, and the true story of how our United boys are performing. The Niba United FC community is dropping elite coverage all tournament long. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, you are officially getting left behind while the rest of the family celebrates. Do not miss out on the journey. Smash that subscribe button right now, drop a like to help us beat the algorithm, and share this link in your United group chat so your mates don't look clueless when the tournament kicks off. Done it, brilliant. Let's blow this open. Let's start with the biggest feel-good surprise of the call-ups. Young Tyler Fletcher getting the nod for Scotland. Massive moment for the academy lad. The strength, pure, unadulterated heart. Steve Clark has these boys playing like absolute warriors. The fatal weakness, 0 elite match winners on the ball. When they go up against technical European or South American midfields, the creative well runs dry instantly. The United angle, look, Fletcher is there for the incredible experience. We love the narrative, but Scotland winning a 48-team World Cup, not a chance. Tier 1 next up, our Turkish shot stopper Altay Bayındır. On his day, this guy can pull off reflex saves that genuinely defy gravity. The strength, Turkey plays with incredible emotion. They absorb pressure deeply and strike like lightning on the counter. The fatal weakness, absolute defensive chaos when things get frantic. They are prone to complete structural collapses under high-intensity pressing. The United angle, Altay is going to be incredibly busy. He has the quality to keep them in games, but a goalkeeper can only do so much when the backline starts leaking. Turkey will cause a minor scare, but they aren't going deep. Tier 1. Rounding out the bottom tier is Belgium, and let's be entirely honest here. Belgium are completely finished at the top level. The golden generation has officially rusted out, and they are firmly in a painful rebuilding phase. Our young keeper Sen Lamens gets a brilliant call-up to experience his first major senior tournament. The strength, they still hold on to some highly technical midfield assets who can control a game's tempo. The fatal weakness, the fear factor is entirely gone. Teams used to dread drawing Belgium, now they invite the match. The defensive transition speed is an absolute liability. The United angle Lamens is the future, but right now he's there to absorb the pressure from the bench. No chance at the trophy. Tier 1. Now we move to the bracket trackers. First up, the Atlas Lions, featuring our very own Nusser Mazraoui locking down the flank. The strength, defensive symbiosis. Morocco defends as a collective machine. They plug gaps seamlessly. The fatal weakness, unlocking low blocks. When top-tier teams sit back and dare Morocco to break them down, they run completely out of creative ideas. And this is why they're not winning it. 0 creativity, none. The United angle, Mazraoui brings elite European club composure to this backline. Morocco will absolutely ruin a Giants tournament in the knockouts, but winning 7 games in a row. Just a bridge too far. Uruguay, the land of relentless grit, and sitting right at the anchor of that midfield is the destroyer himself, Manuel Ugarte. The strength, midfield bullying, with Ugarte patrolling the pitch, Uruguay will physically dominate almost any trio they face. They transition incredibly fast. The fatal weakness, attacking depth. If their primary strikers are starved of service, they lack a true creative plan B from deep positions. The United angle, Ugarte is the literal heartbeat of this national team. When he is locked in, Uruguay can beat anyone on earth in a one-off match. They are a nightmare draw, but the lack of creative depth keeps them safely in the spoiler's tire. The Elephants are back, and our dynamic winger Amad Diallo is ready to light up the world. The strength, outrageous attacking flair and raw pace. On transition, their front 3 can carve open a defensive line in seconds. The fatal weakness, extreme tactical inconsistency. They can look like world beaters in the first half and completely lose their defensive structure in the second. The United angle, Amad is the ultimate X-factor of this entire tournament. If he is given the freedom to cut inside and create, he can put an entire country on his back. Ivory Coast represents absolute chaos. The definition of a dangerous spoiler. Hold up, before we hit the heavy hitter contenders in Tier 3. Quick question right now, down in the comments, who is your winner? Do not change it later when you see my pick commented right now. Let's see who gets it right. Now we are talking about the elite, the reigning champions of the world, Argentina. And leading their defensive line is our absolute warrior, the butcher, Lisandro Martínez. The strength, tournament muscle memory. This squad knows exactly how to suffer, and they still have the ultimate cheat code in Lionel Messi, which gives them an aggressive, fearless edge at the back. The fatal weakness, the weight of history. No team in the modern era successfully defends a World Cup back-to-back. The emotional toll to replicate that hunger is nearly impossible. The united angle, if Licha stays fully fit, Argentina's backline is a fortress. They will be right there in the final weekend, but history says someone catches them late. The Selecao. 5-time winners featuring a vital Manchester United duo leading their spine, Casemiro and Matheus Cunha. The strength, mind-boggling depth. Brazil can leave world-class players on the bench and still field an attack that terrifies defenses. The fatal weakness. Let's be real about Brazil. This team could win the whole thing, or completely collapse. There is absolutely no middle ground. They are highly vulnerable to counterattacks when their fullbacks push too high. The united angle. Casemiro brings the bin there. One that calmness that Brazil always panics without in knockout stages. Cunha gives them that unpredictable, gritty directness up front. Massive contenders. Is it finally coming home? England enters the tournament with a squad that is utterly stacked, featuring our star boy Kobbie Mainoo controlling the tempo and Marcus Rashford on the wing. The strength, pure attacking firepower and tournament depth. They have the world-class options for nearly every single position. The fatal weakness, historical big game stage fright. And until they prove otherwise, I simply do not trust England in the big moments. The united angle, Kobbie Mainoo simply does not care about pressure. He plays like he's in his backyard. If Mainoo dictates the midfield engine room and Rashford runs riot in the half spaces, England has everything required to win the whole thing. But let's be entirely honest with ourselves. There is one country that isn't just sending a squad, they are sending a Manchester United statement. Portugal, Bruno Fernandes wearing the playmaker mantle. Diogo Dalot locking down the modern fullback position. And the man fueling the entire narrative, Cristiano Ronaldo. The strength, the single most balanced transition squad in football. They possess elite youth, prime creators, and an incomparable winning mentality at the top. The fatal weakness, an occasional tactical over-reliance on individual moments of brilliance rather than team structure. The united angle, this isn't just an international squad, this is a united built engine room. Bruno is leading the tournament in expected assists. Dalot provides flawless defensive security. And this isn't just a World Cup for Ronaldo. This is his final chapter. His last shot at immortality. No more stalling. It's time to put my reputation on the line. Argentina will fight to the death. Brazil will bring the samba magic. England has the raw talent. But destiny doesn't care about paper statistics. I am calling it right now. Portugal will win the 2026 World Cup. Bruno's vision to unlock the final, Dalot's relentless engine on the flanks, and Cristiano Ronaldo closing the book on the greatest football legacy of all time. Football doesn't always make sense, but sometimes it gives you the ending you dream of. If you love this video, smash that like button, share it with your mates, and make sure you subscribe to Viva United FC.